onto the tower. A missed stun from Lash again. And they will get a trade at the very least. They lose the Lich, but mind control back into the grave.
It's not that easy to land a stun with Lash on the flying target. AoE is really small. But they will definitely need to help Batrider on the bottom lane. He is getting some creeps. Kuroki denying a little bit, but still, it's a free farming Phantom Lancer.
Completely unbothered. Completely untouched. And it's Miracle on his PL as well. You know he is going to come out of the gates absolutely racing. Oh. And that's a detours. There must have been a toss back on the IO. They've picked up GH this time.
He got him
trailing. Nice.
While he was tethering to cancel it, then there was a follow-up stun from Lesh and guaranteed kill. How's mid lane doing? 23, 14, and 4 for Storm Spirit.
This is. I do wonder how many of these are neutral creeps. You know, he's a little ahead of the Storm, but I feel like he's cleared this camp that he's taking now, maybe once or twice. We're still doing reasonably well in this mid lane, and he can also fall back into the jungle if need be. As top laner will catch this one. No T-Tours anymore. GH really feeling the pain in this tri-lane. Viking sticking it to them, but Lacoste, is it enough? You know, the three heroes leeching experience from each other up here.
I want to see Tiny rotating mid, trying to grab a kill before Storm Spirit gets level 6. Rune in 10 seconds if he gets a haste or invisibility. That's kind of guaranteed kill, but look at the wards from Nigma already. They know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. One outside that Roche pit sees the Tiny coming in.
Worst rune!
Illusion rune, yikes. Well, look at Storm though. Storm Spirit's being just hounded and chased by this Meepo, but now the turnaround with Kuroki arriving. Looks like Boom is gonna get Vortex back. That's a level 4 point in Vortex. Unfortunately, not enough damage to finish off Meepo, and Aramis, he's got the 1-1-0 build. He's pretending to be an illusion. He's running around the trees, but the salve from Wii will keep him in fighting shape, at least for now.
Can't pretend anymore. They know which one is real.
This does open things up a little bit top lane, right? You've got GH and Mind Control, who very likely feel emboldened by the Tiny's rotation. Now they can play forward onto the Lich and Lesh, who are reasonably squishy up against this level 2 Bash of the Deep from Mind Control. Oh, Wii is being chased. Aramis is looking for the toss back onto his illusion. That's really... Oh, no, he's actually tossed him onto the creep camp. Nothing will come of that. Bounty runes are up. Shad giving chase, but Mind Control wants to battle into the Lich. The bash and crush. The damage is in. Celery. Oh, nice sidestep. Mind Control just drops his shoulder, gives it the old shimmy, steps past the splitter, and they kill off the Lich. Easy peasy. Are they going to go for Shad? No, they are going to just calm down a little bit.
You need to be careful about positioning. Just try to stay at the max distance, harass, and that's it. Don't get close, otherwise you're gonna die.
Meepo now level 6. We about to crack 6 himself. Should be a little bit afraid. Yeah, the net, level 1 nets. They are here for Boom. Feels like such a weird game from Viking. You know, they're pulling out all these little tricks here and there. Toby is still dragging waves around and kind of stacking up, trying to get experience where he can. Miracle continues to free farm at 45 and 14, fully lane creeps. While Meepo's 51 and 5 looks pretty good with a few jungle creeps. He's going to go in onto the Storm Spirit, another ensnare. I don't know if he's got the full damage to bring down Wii. With a Ball Lightning, Wii having a Fairy Fire also in inventory seems pretty okay until Batrider arrives. He says, hey, Wii, you alright, mate? You're going to have to Ball Lightning Zip. Is it far enough? That's the question. Toby gives chase, but he's only level 4 and he's been sandwiched in by Kuroki. Quick kinetic field into even quicker TP home. Well, I've missed a kill up top. Of course I have. GH has dropped to this tri-lane reunion. Aramis has come back up here and he's battling forward. Mind Control's going to try and slide into the trees. Does he have a TP? He does. Shad holds under stun, looking to scout with the Edict, see if they can find out where he is, but Mind Control has yet again found a way to weasel himself out of danger.
Batrider has a lot of CS.
Oh, mid lane.
27.
They're finding Meepo here. Look at this. GH and Kuroki are in. They've glimpsed back Meepo. Yeah, drag him back, but Storm has got a Ball Lightning forward again. One more hit. It's just enough. Well done. That was very, very much on the edge.
I believe that's the call to kill the Meepo. He is the Meepo expert, knows how to shut this down, how to shut down this hero, and every single time when you kill him, he suffers much more than the other heroes.
Yeah, especially when you get into that mid game, he bleeds so much experience and gold when he gets picked off as well. Meepo will come back into mid. What's he got so far on this Meepo? Let me click the real. Can I click the real one? Thank you. Quadruple Wraith Band. Very powerful. Going into treads. Do you see much Meepo in your pubs? Or I guess like pro games we don't really see him that often. I'm thinking, what's the build nowadays?
I was never a Meepo player, but it usually is either Ethereal Blade, first item, sometimes Blink, depends. I see it in the pubs as the tech pick. People love to cheese and just win the game when it's a good Meepo game.
And we'll see what Boom heads into. Could maybe consider, you know, like a Shadow Blade into Scythe of Vice, but yeah, I think you're right. E-Blade is always that big option as an item to go for on this Meepo. If you're able to accelerate fast enough into it. They're still keeping a lot of pressure on Wii. Dropping in, dropping him low, forcing him home. Batrider. Finally get some free time. Get some creeps, get some experience. Oh, mind control, bash. Dodges the stun again, Shad. Really struggling here against this sprint of Slardar to land these stuns.
When he hits level 6, then they need to be extremely careful where they're gonna stand. And here comes V.
Absolutely does. Flash, half HP. They've got the Sinister Gaze onto Mind Control, and Shad thanks to that Frost Armor. Get back into that tree line. Storm needs to zip back. Toby's really low on mana here. Pops the wand, turns and battles Mind Control, helped by Io, but GH unfortunately at full HP, unable with that salve to keep the Slardar up and running.
This is why Lesh is one of my favorite position 5s. Good when you're playing aggressive, good when you're playing defensive, can save the towers. Once you hit that level 6, it feels like your team fight becomes 10 times stronger. Man, Phantom Lancer just rushing the Fusel Blade after power treads, putting a lot of pressure on that bottom tower.
Well, this is what I was saying, right? Nigma and I guess Miracle definitely one of those players and one of those teams where they feel that if they can go full aggression, if they can hit that kind of aggressive timing instead of playing defensive and then building up and slowly ramping, they do like to peak and really strike while the iron is hot. What are your thoughts on Iron Talon Lacoste? Because I've just seen it drop in a creep camp and no one gives a shit. Meepo pinged it and no one's going for it.
The old Iron Talon was extremely bad since you got it at the 7-minute mark. I mean, even if we get to that perfect timing right at the 7-minute mark, it's still not that great. I have the same feeling for Poor Man's Shield. Iron Talon received a little bit of buff. Now it gives attack speed, but still one of the worst tier 1 items in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I fully agree. Like at least PMS gives you some like agi and some armor and stuff. Like if you're a TB or just like a Luna, any kind of agi hero, it feels decent.
And you can see even Miracle swapped the Iron Talon for Trusty Shovel.
I mean, Shovel is the best item in the game. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. Like, seriously, it's sick, man. Here comes the zip zap onto Celery. Shad looking for the stun. He's going to get the Edict out, and Mind Control about to drop. They got the Lich, but was it worth it? We need the ball lining away from this one. Flame Break hit him, but the Shad Lesh cannot connect with an additional stun. Aramis trying to hunt anyone down for a toss back, and Kuro may get picked off here. Meepo's coming in with the level 2 nets. Oh, he's just out of range. Not able to get a latch onto him. But at the same time, Boom is farming multiple creep camps, multiple lanes at the same time. And Viking looking pretty good to get this Meepo online. He has not been shut down at all.
Oh god, it's 11-minute Diffusal Blade on Phantom Lancer. Like, no one wants to come to his lane anymore. Oh, Toby will take, take one.
That's, ooh, Miracle's not going to go for it. He ran out of mana, so not doing as much damage, and 500 HP, a little too far to go. That's very much Toby going, oh, he has Diffusal Blade at 12 minutes. Tier 1 mid defended very nicely by Viking. Lich will probably just sit here, Frost Shield spam and try and keep it alive for as long as possible. Top lane is completely abandoned. Tiny is lurking in the shadows off to the left-hand side and looking for the backstab as 4 Radiant heroes on his tier 1 mid should be confronted. Like, I feel, yeah, Viking, they TP back in. They need to confront this, right? They need to go in. Avalanche, Toss, Storm Spirit. Then they got the stun. Ooh, the Sinister Gaze. Static Storm is really good. Really good from Kuro. That stops any further chain stunning on the Storm, so we can escape. And PL has arrived. Doppelganger to get the illusions going, goes back. Oh, Shad, Lash back to the tier 1, and now Meepo is exposed, open, cold, and alone. Chain Frost is going to bounce a little bit into the creep wave and back onto Miracle's PL, but he's got a doppelganger, and Toby's being shredded. He's got one, he's got GH, he's got mana for days. Shad is stuck down on the low ground, and that's an ultra kill for Wee.
Man, that Static Storm saved that whole fight. It was a 4-man silence, so even Lich was using the Sinister Gate, but there was no follow-up whatsoever, and GH had to reset the things with the heal coming out from Io. Also, I think you should give Trusty Shovel to Io so you can get all those healing salves, dig them out. Also, I love the rotation from Miracle. He was having a good time on the bottom lane, took the tier 1 tower. There's a fight, he rotates to the mid, and all you want to do is with Phantom Lancer is you don't want to commit too hard, especially at this point since you're squishy. So you just burn all the mana on the important heroes and reset. Every single time Doppelganger is up, you use it, send the illusions. One more good fight like this, and they can turn that into Roche. Slardar's Corrosive Haze, one of the best spells against Roche.
Absolutely. And then you consider if Miracle had a hood there, does he do as much work? Probably not. Like that's Nigma's real sort of way of playing, their modus operandi. They like to group up and get these fights going. Miracle already with Yasha done. What? 2 minutes after he got his Diffusal Blade, he's got a full Yasha completed. Maybe 3 minutes if we're being a little less generous.
2.5, let's say.
Now that's fair. Split
Let's find
it down
the middle ground.
Split the difference. Toby, what do you got? Double Bracer, Ether Lens queued up, so not going for Blink or Force Staff or Drums or... I think maybe more interestingly, no Travels. Boots of Travel was the most popular Batrider item this time, wasn't it?
It definitely was. I mean, you can afford to go for it if you have units to TP to, something like a Beastmaster, then it's fine. But also your Leshrac is going for Boots of Travel, so you can't be that greedy.
Yeah, good point, Lesh. Bots into Yules. I need to keep my eye on this dire jungle. Nigma have done the full invade. Tier 2 being whittled away by Miracle as MC and Kuro just trying to keep tabs on Toby and Celery here. What's that? Essence Ring, hello. He's got 2 rings. Arcane Ring and Essence Ring.
Just buy Ring of Protection and pretend you're Sauron.
We jump Celery. Avalanche is going to clip him. They've got the lasso and the nets. Oh,
E-Blade.
I know just the place to plant you.
They were trying to relocate out. Io might actually pay with his life because of this. Yeah, they're pinging it out now. They know that Io is going to be returning. Where's Kuro? Kuro's off to the left. Toby's chasing Kuro, so Tether has to go south. Glimpse back will buy a bit of time for Kuro, but the Avalanche combo with the toss. And down you go, while Roshan now opens up for Viking.
That's the big one. Like, I don't think they can contest this. Storm is back in 5 seconds. There's no shrine anymore to TP to, but he can TP to tier 1 tower on mid though, or top lane.
Roshan about to drop. Mind Control trying to get in. Storm dips. Oh, Meepo gets the Aegis. We half HP, but he comes to the Phantom Lancer now. The E-Blade onto Mind Control. Oh, absolutely destroys him. They've got Aramis locked in place here. He tosses a PL illusion into the pit. But the rest of it, a 1-for-1 trade, well worth it as they get Aegis on the Meepo. And this is now Viking prime time.
Yeah, after finishing that E-Blade, Tiny finished his Blink Dagger, was running a bit low on mana. Now it's the go time. Like, they want to keep fighting right now. There's no long cooldown ultis on their side besides Flaming Lasso. Also, Lich needs to be careful about using his ulti properly. Twice in a row, it didn't bounce. It was pretty much a single targeted. The problem is, it feels like when you're playing against Phantom Lancer, you have Meepo on your team, it always looks like you're on the clock, you know? Because this Phantom Lancer is the ultimate late game carry.
I'm sorry, but Meepo shouldn't be allowed to have like 4 Wraith Bands and Vambrace.
Not allowed.
What?
I'm calling my boy Ice Frog in Seattle right now. Be right back.
How is that illegal move? Like, what? At least he sold one of the Wraith Bands, okay? He's got 3 Wraith Bands and a Vambrace.
You know what bothers me about this item? Was it called a Vambrace? Vambrace should be called if it's strength only. Like, Van Null if it's intelligence, and Van Band.
I'm done with you.
Don't you agree?
God. You are so fucking smart. It's unreal. God damn it, dude. Oh, a single tear just dropped down my eye. That was perfect. Absolutely.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh dearie me, Viking is
Back
smoking.
to the game.
Whew. Vambrace
Now with
and
this
boom.
Manta style finish, he has ability to dodge E-Blade, get away from Earthbind, anything else, Napalm charges, of course.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Get the mind control courier as well. Don't know what it was doing up there. Nigma. Grouping up around Wee pretty heavily. Miracle's Phantom Lance just spamming out illusions, defending that top tier 1 without really putting himself in any meaningful sort of threatening position. As they do find a quick grab on Kuroki, but I think Nigma here pretty happy that it's just Kuroki dying there.
For sure, Slardar farming the bottom lane. Once he gets that pipe, that's gonna mitigate a lot of damage from either Lich, Poofs, Tiny, Leshrac. It's a must-have item.
Ooh, blink from Meepo. E-Blade in onto mind control. Let's get some ensnares going, shall we? Oh, he's missed 2 now. Can he get the 3rd one? He's got an avalanche to help him out. Thank you, Aramis. Get that Meepo up and running. Blink, E-Blade, and Hex coming soon. TP's up towards the top outpost. Meepo has Aegis here, and a Chain Frost held down with the Leshrac bouncing between them so beautifully, but Miracle has managed to dodge out of the ensnare and jump down. Doppelganger to help, but an E-Blade into Poofs.
Into nothing. Alright, there it is.
Damage. Triple kill for Boom, and Viking looking real hot now.
Yeah, for a moment it looked like real Meepo was having a seizure, but then he was just poofing. Alright, tier 1 tower still standing on mid lane. They should be able to take 2 towers here. Aegis up and running for a minute and 5 seconds. Oh, Batrider with the invis, but they know. They pinged him out.
Sentry sees him. MC nearly has his pipe done. Kuroki has a smoke here and tons of observers and sentries. Mech up for GH. I just don't know what their angle of attack is. You know, we is still farming up towards his Bloodstone down in the bottom
Northwest.
lane. Northwest.
That's the angle that they should be at.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Let's draw the arrow. Let's get them into business, shall we? Clear out the mid-wave. Kuro, are we going to smoke up together?
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Holding on to it still. They let the tier 1 top fall. No real retribution here from Nigma. Very passive.
I thought you were gonna say very powerful. Usually it's like that. Once Meepo finishes his Hex, it's gonna be completely different story for both Phantom Lancer and Storm Spirit.
Here's the smoke. They bring Wee back. His Bloodstone's done. He can take out this mid-wave with a remnant or so, but they are being ever so timid. Viking with a smoke of their own. Is the real Meepo with them? Yeah, he sure is. Off they go on a fantastic adventure into the river. Shad gets revealed down on the low ground. And now Nigma just holding their own high ground. Very defensive. Yeah, we standing, making sure this ramp's covered. They're just covering all the staircases. No one's coming up here. And Viking will find absolutely nobody down in the bottom Radiant jungle. So very likely just return to farming.
They need this Heart and Phantom Lancer to tank up the illusions, especially against the last track. Any initial burst damage if they decide to go with the Blink Initiation Hex from Meepo. Once he gets it, then he's gonna have it in 1,000 gold.
Meepo's becoming a massive problem. Scythe of Ice is only 1,000 gold, like 900 gold away or so. Phantom Lancer is, what, about a third of his way towards the heart? Pipe has been completed by Mind Control. That might be their signal to potentially look for another smoke, another fight. And again, Kuroki has all of this vision that he's about to place. Nigma, they're going to have all the intel in the world. They've still got 2 observer wards up, and they've got another 3 in the hands of Kuro. This map is going to be completely warded and covered for Nigma to make plays.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Just save the wards for the late game.
Bottom tower is under attack.
1, 2, 3, 4 placed at the moment.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, the tower trades. Top lane shoved all the way towards tier 3 as the tier 2 bottom picked off by Viking, and they're all TPing out of the jungle. I say all. Toby is left.
Toby, come on, he needs
Under attack.
10 gold to finish Blink Dagger.
Quick buy. He's got it. He's fine. Hands off the keyboard. He knows he's dead. He bought his blink, and that's all that matters.
Nice. Alright, any big items? Okay, so Meepo switches from Hex to Scotty. Huh.
Oh.
Interesting. I would have personally get Hex here to control the Storm Spirit, since he does not have a BKB yet.
What's this jump from Wii? Goodness gracious me. The vision coming in from Kuroki, of course, so this whole setup so they can pick off Celery's Lich. And now, you know, the ball is kind of in Nigma's court, right? They've got 2 heroes dead on the side of Viking. They're pushed 2. Roshan and potential spawn is now. So in the next couple of minutes, we'll see. Oh, in the next couple of seconds. Oh my god, yeah, in 5 seconds. This is perfect.
No courier in the Roche pit though, so they don't know about it.
How do they have... They've got more observers and sentries coming to them. Kuroki just absolutely spamming them. He'll go back and scout Roshan, it looks like, as well. He'll find out that the big man's... He'll find out that the big man's alive. Oh, he wants bounty runes. Well, that's fair. Ward up, bounty runes, collection time. Tiny. And Meepo onto the IO. Good lasso catching Storm Spirit as well. Oh, beautiful pickoffs here from Viking. I thought that Miracle and Nigma would get this Roshan, but it's going to be Viking that snipes it from under their very noses.
I love the play from Nigma where they wanted to play aggressive, steal the Roche possibly from Viking, but man, the timing on Viking was absolutely perfect.
Illusion from Miracle.
Buybacks.
Into the Roche. The buybacks are there. Static Storm onto the Tiny only. And there's Boom with the Aegis of the Immortal. Aramis being shredded and ripped limb from limb by this PL of Miracle. Down goes Tiny and Mind Control turns. Look at the Shad, but Meepo's picked off GH. No saving support, no heals or sustain. Celery with a chain frog bouncing. Miracle's half HP and Weevil to jump back to safety. Kuroki. What have you got left in the tank? You've got a glimpse to save your mates, but the jump in from the Meepo. Looking for additional target. Does Mind Control just taps Toby on the head and gives him the old back? But Reeves the one that's caught. Trapped in the ensnare and Boom with a double kill.
They still have the Aegis. She's still on the lash. Thicket Sick for Meepo. They should just straight run mid. The top lane is in a good position. There's a push coming on the bottom lane, but I don't think they should care about that. Also, Meepo can deal with it. Phantom Lancer is the ultimate carry, but if they kill the rest, they should not have a problem dealing with the Phantom Lancer. Every single time, they just kill the IO before he can get any spells off.
Oh, sure, Miracle. He's got Manta. Good kinetic field. Manta into Avalanche Toss. Miracle. He's got another doppelganger. He's got so many spells, but the E-Blade and the amount of damage coming from Viking is just too potent.
And did Meepo. And pick Meepo.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now that's powerful.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Has the Aegis for so long as well. Tier 3. Getting focused down. Aramis looking for the jump into the back. Killed off the Courier of Miracle. And that tower, not long for this world, but yeah, if GH dies, as long as Lesh and or Meepo survive, this Phantom Lancer, he actually doesn't stand a chance. PL has all of his illusions cleared by the Lesh Box Nova, and Meepo finds the real one for the nets.
I don't think they can fight this.
It doesn't look like they can. 2.6k HP on the Meepo, and there's 4 of them. 2 lanes of barracks gone. Smoke Up did come through to hide the tiny Lich and Bat for any kind of counter initiation they wanted, but it's going to be a reset now from Viking. Push out the bottom lane, get the wave equilibrium back across the river, and then top lane where that tier 2 still stands tall is where Nigma should be mounting. And they'll really, honestly, potentially their last defense. Or we don't get caught. He's done a long zip there, hasn't he? Yeah, back to tier 3. He's all right.
Once he sells the raid bands, he's gonna have enough for a full hex. There it is. Still have 2.5 minutes on this Aegis. It's go time. Orb of Destruction. I don't think he should be having that. Just give it to someone else.
Haste. And a telescope that's dropped. Like, that's the bad thing about Meepo, isn't it? Getting neutral drops, but you can't pick him up. Shad will come and grab it though. With BKB, Kaya, Yules, Shad, zipped on by Wee. Storm Spirit desperately scrambling for any target he can find, but the BKB's gonna stop the glimpse and Nigma will get nothing. While Meepo TVs to the outpost. Meepo's coming in through the jungle, finds Miracle. He's got the scythe. There we go. Started off strong. And they've got a static storm to try and delay this inevitable onslaught against Miracle, who manages to try and evade the danger. Good crush from Mind Control as Shad Yules up into the air of the storm. Caught out Wee. Aramis is down, but so is the Storm Spirit, dead with no buyback, and Boom is godlike. Kuroki follows him to the grave. Mind Control, he's got nothing left. He's going to slide into the tree line. He's got a salve. He's got a sprint. Okay, he had something left. He's got a bit of life remaining. But the trouble is, the rest of the team has crumbled behind him, and there really doesn't seem to be any form of defense from Nigma.
No one has a buyback besides Mind Control at this point. So go take the tower, get the mega creeps. Oh my god, he's gonna have another Scotty soon.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
22,000 net worth. Oh, well, that's GH dead. No buyback for 40 seconds. Storm is about to respawn. PL gone for 30. This final lane of barracks is gone though. Kuroki 4 staffs away, but is about to die in his fountain. Ticks down. Mind Control and Lee battling into Toby, but Shad and Boom, they come in and they are almighty.
Radiant's top barracks.
A beyond godlike Meepo. Has he even died this game?
He died twice. Once at what, 4th minute mark.
Radiant's top barracks.
GG's called, Jerry. What performance from Viking? GG.
Yeah, Viking take game 1. Nigma drop game 1 here in the group stage. The first match to be played by them and Viking. A European mixed stack. Completely decimates them with a Meepo.
Yeah,
I am in.
This game shows how you should utilize the 10th pick. If you compare this to, let's say, OG Seed, where they got the Brewmaster as their 10th pick, there's a huge difference.